All right, it's Saturday night data party time. Let's dig into some employment data. Everybody and their cousin knows that it's been a little interesting in the job market with unemployment really, really high, and a lot of folks are looking. Well, one of the things that we can do to improve our networks is to help connect people with companies that are hiring. And one of the ways that I like doing this is through looking at data. Huge surprise there, right? One of the best sources for data that's out there is Indeed.com. And the reason why is Indeed.com is built into almost every major HR software package because the listings are free. So as job managers have openings, when they post a new opening, very often there's a little checkbox saying, post to Indeed.com for free. And everybody keeps that checked. So you get this great database of positions that are open. Now, one of the nice things that you can do is with Indeed, if you are a developer, you can sign up for the Indeed.com API. This allows you programmatic access to a lot of the Indeed listings and lets you do some analysis. So what we're going to do tonight is we want to look at sort of the top positions, the top jobs in marketing to figure out what's being hired for. So let's start a new file here. And we want to put our, let's call our data folder Indeeds, which are the extracts. If you're watching on the stream, come say hello. Always good to see folks stopping by to say hi. And let's go to give this a quick run here. So let's clear the environment first. There we go. All right, so we have 493 lines with the listing, the number of positions, and the date that that position was opened. And this is for all of America total. So let's just call this listing summary. And let's take that to a quick type convert, and then let's write this out. There we go. Looks good. Now let's go to our visualization software. We'll use Tableau software here. Let's go and find our listings. We should have, date, total, title. Looks good. All right, so let's put in our date field here. Now let's do this by week. And let's put our title and totals in. Now let's actually make our titles by color. Whoops. There we go. All right, so let's go by day. That's easier to see. And let's add a page stepper for day. Make sure we attach our titles as the labels. And what we've done here now is made a nice little graph which allows us to step through the dates and see what's changing. Let's add a little show history here. There you go. Now let's clear this first. So we start out marketing manager, This data set begins mid-April. So marketing manager, we see over time, is consistently be growing as the title that leads this field, followed by digital marketing manager, social media manager, account manager, marketing director. Let's change this access to logarithmic to, that doesn't really help things. Normally it helps spread things out, but in this case it clearly didn't. All right, so as of today, let's take a look at range of dates. And let's do the last week. Apply, title, total. Slap some marks on this and sort. So who's hiring right now in America? Marketing managers, 490 positions in the last week. Digital marketing manager, social media manager, marketing director, pharmaceutical marketing accounts manager. Some fun titles here. So if you're trying to figure out what the market opportunity is for you, this gives you a really good sense of the open positions and the levels of seniority, the types of positions. And these are all manager and above. I should have prefaced that. I have one that is like everything, but this is manager and above. And you can see there's a decent amount of more senior positions. But what's interesting is you start to see some bigger jumps. So let's take a look at this one here. You see that account manager, popped up a couple weeks ago. We've got pharmaceutical account manager, which really wasn't charting at all, and then has resurfaced. And so when we think about marketing as a whole, how is the space doing? There was obviously have been a lot of changes and layoffs. How are we doing? Let's look. In aggregate, since mid-April, we've gone from about 1,900 positions open to about 2,200 positions open. That's a good thing, right? That's healthy growth in the space for marketing to be hiring. I don't have data that predates the mid-April, because that was when I first built this connector to the API to start vacuuming in this data. So I don't have a sense of what positions were like before the pandemic, but we can see even from mid-April to mid-May, we're seeing growth. So this is good news. If you are looking, there are opportunities out there. Now, the next thing we might want to do, let's see if we can bring in output. Let's see if we can bring in some geodata. This is going to be a mess. I have numbers in here. So this is not going to work. But we still want to understand the data space. So to do that, let's go and see if we can split that up. So we've got these locations. Well, I successfully managed to cause a mess by having cities with a space in their name get separated out into multiple columns. That's not very good. All right, so we got to think about this. Let's do a separate on city-state. On city-state zip, with our separator being the comma first. Now let's take a look at that. Much better. Okay, now we see, and now we can separate just the state zip on the space. Beautiful. City, state, zip. All right, let's write that out. And now, if we go back into our Tableau here, we refresh this. We have latitude and longitude. And we should have title, company, salary. And we should add a number of records field. There we go. A sum of 116,000. Very nice. Okay, let's do this by shaded. So now what we have here, let's give this the move around tool, is a nice representation of where the hiring is happening. If we did this at, let's do this state level instead. All right, where are the marketing jobs? We have California, Texas, Florida. I mean, that makes sense. There's obviously no shortage of positions in those places. Well, let's just double check. Do one final distinct on that, because it seems like a lot of rows. Oh, that's all marketing jobs. That's right. This wouldn't be just the senior ones. This is literally everything in the kitchen sink. So that actually makes sense. If title, if we wildcard the title to something like manager, all right, then we get to much smaller numbers. No one's hiring for marketing managers in West Virginia, Maine, or Vermont this week. So what we've done is we've taken a look at the marketing job market for managers and above. We see that over time, in general, during the pandemic, marketing has been increasing its hiring. That's a good thing, right? We like that. The positions that we see the most of, marketing manager, digital marketing manager, social media manager, again, those are the top positions, with marketing manager being the highest. So if that's your thing, if that's who you are and what you do, it's good news for you. And then in the individual positions, we see that marketing manager really has shown a substantial growth from a low of 343 to a high of 490 this past week. And there are other positions that are more specialized, but we have, like, director of marketing has remained somewhat consistent. Director of sales. If you're doing a visualization like this, by the way, you probably want to do something like using the Pages feature in Tableau. That makes it a lot easier to zip through the individual titles, like email marketing manager here, for example. There was 27 positions for that in May 1st, and it looks like all of them have been filled because that job title has not shown up since. Public relations manager, 35. Let's see, marketing operations manager. Yep, there were 30 of those, and then that has closed up. Let's see, VP of marketing, 28 of those there. VP sales and marketing, some new ones there, 40. Let's see, demand generation manager in the low 20s. So if you are looking for work, consider doing data visualization like this to figure out where and how much demand there is for the work that you do. It'd be a good way to set your expectations. Frankly, if you are looking for work, if you published a visualization like this, there's a good chance people will say, wow, this person really knows what they're doing. Maybe we should hire them. So give that some thought too, making use of this data to demonstrate your expertise. I hope you found this useful and insightful. If you'd like to access the raw data from this, go to our Slack group, trustinsights.ai/analytics for marketers. It's a free Slack group. Every Wednesday, I post the data summary files in Slack, in the job openings channel on our Slack. So if you wanted to make use of this data for job hunting, you absolutely could. So again, that's trustinsights.ai/analytics for marketers. Hope to see you there. Hope you've enjoyed this Saturday night data party and that you learned something and you got a chance to see what's happening in the world of marketing hiring, with the key takeaway being things are improving. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.